Known for its incredible culture, delicious food, and friendly locals, there are many reasons to visit Thailand. This is Katie from Creative Travel Guide, and today we share the things to know before you go to Thailand. Looking for more travel tips? Make sure to hit subscribe and ring that notification bell. So let's begin with the best time to visit. The ideal time to visit most places in Thailand is during the peak season from November to February. This is when the weather is at its coolest and you can experience very little rain. You can enjoy outdoor activities, island hopping, and explore the cities without the extreme heat or rain of the other seasons. And you can also time your trip to experience Loi Krathong in November or the Chinese New Year celebrations, which lands around January and February time. However, you can expect higher prices and larger crowds during this time. March to May is incredibly hot, with temperatures often exceeding 90 degrees Fahrenheit or 35 degrees Celsius, especially in central or northern Thailand. You can, however, experience Songkran, the Thai New Year celebration, in mid-April. The low season from June to October is rainy season in Thailand. This is when you can expect heavy rains, especially in the north. However, you will experience greater discounts on accommodation and activities, and when visiting Bangkok, you can still explore the indoor attractions during the rainy season. So now let's look at getting there. Most visitors will fly into the major international airports, with two of them located in Bangkok, one in Phuket and one in Chiang Mai. Between these four airports, you can connect to most major cities in the USA, Canada, Europe and Asia. If you are traveling by land in the region, you can take a bus or train from Cambodia, or take a bus or hire a car to cross the border from Laos along the friendship bridges. From Malaysia, you can take a train or bus, which operate regularly, especially from Kuala Lumpur to the cities in southern Thailand. It is also possible to travel via sea from places like Malaysia and Singapore, but just make sure to check these ferry routes in advance. So now let's look at how to get around. If you are traveling from one side of Thailand to another, for example, you've spent a few days in Bangkok and now you want to explore Chiang Mai or relax on a beach in Phuket, then the easiest option is to get a domestic flight. Airlines like Thai Airways, Bangkok Airways, AirAsia and Vietjet offer incredibly great deals on domestic flights, with some airlines like AirAsia offering flights for as little as $30. You can also catch a train in Thailand. This is a more scenic route and overnight journeys are available, but just expect these to be much slower than the flights. Buses are widely available, covering nearly every city and town, with some VIP or first class buses ideal for longer distances. Minivans or minibuses are also great options to use, especially if you are only travelling 2 to 3 hours. There are common routes that run from Bangkok to various cities and destinations nearby. Taxis are widely available, especially when you're in the bigger cities, and we recommend you download the Grab app or Bolt, which are both ride-hailing options in some cities. When you are in Bangkok, you can also use the BTS and MRT. These are train lines that run around the city, connecting you to most areas. You can also take motorbike taxis, but make sure to wear a helmet, and if you are looking to rent a car, make sure to have an international driving permit when you are getting around. Thailand can be an affordable destination to visit, but knowing the prices beforehand is ideal. Hostel dorm beds will vary depending on where you are staying, but they tend to begin around $4 to $5 per night, up to around $15 a night, whilst private rooms in a hostel will begin at around $10. Budget hotel rooms cost between $15 to $50 depending on where and when you are visiting, and mid-range rooms begin at around $50 as well. Luxury hotel rooms can cost around $100 in Bangkok, all the way up to $500 on some of the quieter islands. Street food is delicious and we highly recommend trying it as much as possible. You can get popular dishes like pad thai between $1 to $2 or try some meat skewers for around $1. There are plenty of chicken and rice dishes for under $3 as well. Meals in a local restaurant will cost you between $2 to $4, whilst mid-range restaurants will cost you between $5 to $10, especially if you are choosing some more Western dishes. It is definitely possible to visit Thailand on a budget, and there are plenty of ways that you can save some money. First of all, visit during the low season from June to October. This is when you could expect much cheaper accommodation and flights. Try to stick to street food as much as possible and eat in those local restaurants if you can. If you're not brave enough for the street food, you can also try plenty of local foods from 7-Eleven. This might sound like a strange tip, but the food in 7-Eleven is great. They will heat it up for you and you can get a whole meal for under $2 as well. There are Western chains available in Thailand, and although it can work out cheaper than in the West, we don't recommend using these because they are much more expensive than the local eateries in the country. Stick to public transportation, and when you can, use that Grab app to get taxis instead of flagging a taxi. This might sound like an unusual tip, and taxis can be cheaper if you can make sure they use the meter, but for foreigners that is not always the case, so we recommend using the Grab app so you know how much your trip is going to cost before you even book it. Thailand is home to plenty of free or low-cost attractions. Most temples cost under $3 to visit and in many cases are free, whilst the national parks cost you between $3 to $6 for entrance. Also, the beaches are always free to access, so make sure to enjoy those whilst you are here. If there are any day trips, make sure to book those in advance online before you go. We will leave some of our favourite day trips from Bangkok in the description below. And also, if you are staying in a hostel, you can take advantage of the group tours available whilst you are here. So now let's look at some of the best things to do in Thailand. Most visitors will start in Bangkok, where you can explore the Old Town, home to the Grand Palace, and some incredible temples like Wat Arun and Wat Po. Visit the Chatuchak Market, one of the largest markets in the world, where you can find thousands of stalls selling everything from clothing to street food. Khao San Road is a bustling backpack area with lively nightlife, street food and cheap shopping, but we also recommend checking out the bars and restaurants along Sukhumvit, especially in some of the areas like Tonglo or Ekamai. These can be great alternatives for you to explore a more local life in Thailand. Chiang Mai in the north is a beautiful place to visit, full of temples. Visit the Sunday walking street market and then trek in the mountains to visit the hill tribe villages. You could also head over to Chiang Mai, where you can see the incredible White Temple, or head over to Pai for some truly beautiful landscapes. Next, we recommend heading down south to enjoy some island hopping in southern Thailand. We love Koh Samui because it offers a mixture of luxury and nature with beautiful beaches, waterfalls and vibrant nightlife options. Koh Tao is one of the best places in Thailand for diving, and Koh Lipe offers pristine beaches and crystal clear waters, ideal for a relaxed island getaway. We actually have a blog post about the most beautiful places to visit in Thailand over on our website, That Bangkok Life. We will leave the link to that in the description below. But there are plenty of tips and travel advice about Bangkok and Thailand over on that website. Everything we have learnt after living there for 4 years. Also, make sure to visit Ayutthaya. This is a historical park and a UNESCO World Heritage Site filled with ancient temples, palaces and ruins. Head to Khao Sok National Park, one of Thailand's most beautiful national parks, featuring limestone cliffs, rainforest trekking and lake trips. Take a Thai cooking class to enjoy some of the local food like pad thai, som tom and green curry, but make sure to enjoy a traditional Thai massage whilst you are here. Visit the floating markets, head to the bridge on the River Kwai in Kanchanaburi, and then experience Thai nightlife. Whether it is from Bangkok's rooftop bars like Sky Bar or Vertigo to the full moon party in Koh Phangan, there are plenty of options no matter where you are choosing to visit. And lastly, you should also visit Sukhothai Historical Park. This is another UNESCO World Heritage Site. Sukhothai was the first capital of Thailand and is home to ancient temples and ruins. firstly, you have to try pad thai. Of course, pad thai was going to make it to this list. This noodle dish is made with egg, your choice of meat or fish, vegetables, peanuts, and a hint of sugar. This is a popular street food option here in Bangkok and all over Thailand, and costs as little as 30 baht. Next we have Penang curry. These curries are delicious and make for a great meal with some rice. You will find these in many Thai restaurants and occasionally in food markets as well. If you are in Bangkok and you are looking for some of the best curries, we definitely recommend visiting Cabbages and Condoms. They have some incredible curries that you must try when you're in the city. Next we have meat skewers. Whether it is chicken, pork or shrimp, you can find meat or fish skewers all over Thailand. These can cost as little as 10 baht and are great quick eats in between sightseeing. Then we have somtam. This spicy papaya salad is a popular choice and again can be found everywhere. Just prepare your taste buds, this is one spicy dish. Next is one of my favourites, Thai green curry. This tasty curry is perhaps the most popular curry in Thailand, but make sure you ask for no spice if you can't handle chilies. Trust me, I have learnt the hard way. These curries can be a lot hotter in Thailand than green curries that you find anywhere else in the world. Then we have grilled shrimp. So Thailand has some of the best seafood in the world, so it is no wonder that the grilled shrimp tastes so good here. Get them plain, with garlic, or as part of your noodle dish, but either way you have to check out grilled shrimp whilst you are here. And if you are looking for plenty of food vlogs in Thailand, then make sure to check out my personal vlog channel where I share our life here in Bangkok. I will leave the link in the description below. Moving on, whilst you're in Thailand, you must try grilled pork and sticky rice. A simple but delicious dish. You can't go wrong with pork and sticky rice. If you are a little cautious about trying the local food, start with this dish, which is often priced around 40 baht. Next is another one of my favourites, chicken wrapped in pandan leaves. This dish is not found all over Thailand, but it is delicious. You can get sweet fruit and rice or different meats wrapped in pandan leaves. Our favourite is chicken. And another popular chicken dish is chicken satay. You can't go wrong with chicken and peanut sauce. There are so many street vendors and restaurants that sell satay, so make sure to try some on your next trip to Thailand. And why not finish your night with some mango and sticky rice? This sweet dish is perhaps the best dish to try in Thailand, especially if you have a sweet tooth. You can try this plain or with a side of cream or ice cream. And one last bonus item, you will either love it or hate it, but it is a must try during your time in Thailand. You can't leave the country without trying durian. This pungent and quite often foul smelling fruit can be found all over Thailand and is often paired with sticky rice. You can even find durian flavoured ice cream and cakes. So firstly, travel during the low season. Visiting Thailand between May and October can save you money on flights and accommodation. Prices drop significantly as this is the rainy season, but showers are often short, leaving plenty of time to explore. Plus, popular attractions are less crowded, allowing for a more relaxed experience. Just make sure to check Golden Week in China before visiting, as that week in October can tend to be very busy with tourists. The next way to save some money in Thailand is to book flights in advance, and that is both international flights getting into the country as well as your domestic flights. Book your international flights 3 to 6 months ahead so you can find the best deal using comparison websites like Skyscanner or Kayak. Generally, we have found choosing flights with at least one stopover can save you money on your flights. For example, from London, we save money when we choose to fly via the Middle East. Then our next tip is to use budget airlines. So whether you are flying domestically or choosing to fly around Southeast Asia, you can use airlines like AirAsia or Nok Air, which offer cheap domestic flights. You can save even more money by booking in advance, and flights can be nearly as affordable as buses or trains, saving both time and money when travelling between cities. Next, let's talk about accommodation. Thailand is known for its affordable guest houses, hostels and budget hotels. Websites like Hostel World and Agoda offer great deals, and staying in dorm beds or family-run guest houses can help stretch your budget while providing an authentic experience. That being said, if you are not a fan of hostels and would like your own space, there are plenty of affordable private hotels that you can find, especially in the major cities. For example, in Bangkok, you can get some great deals on luxurious private rooms, especially if you look further away from the city centre. After living here for 4 years, we have loads of information about where to stay in Bangkok over on our website, That's Bangkok Life. We will leave the link to that in the description below. Another great way to save some money is by using the public transportation. In Bangkok, you have the BTS or MRT, which is an easy way to get around. You also have local buses and songtaos, which are shared taxis, which can be great ways to get around outside of the cities. And then our next tip is to use Grab. So if you do want to get around using taxis, you can flag a taxi. However, they don't always use the meter, especially in touristy areas. That is why we recommend that you set up the Grab app. You can use this to get yourself a Grab easily and efficiently, but also use it to get yourself a motorbike taxi if you would prefer, and the taxi drivers will arrive with a helmet, which is essential when getting around Thailand. Food in Thailand is delicious, and our next tip is to eat street food. We find the food delicious and incredibly cheap, with a plate of pad thai or a bowl of noodles costing only a fraction of what you'd pay in a restaurant. Stick to busy stalls where locals eat to ensure freshness, and try as much local street food as you can. Our next tip is to take the train or bus to get around. So if you have missed out on those cheap domestic flights because you haven't booked them in advance, you can take overnight buses or trains for long distances to save some money. Taking the night travel options also saves money on hotels, and the Thai railway system is comfortable and offers budget-friendly sleeper options. Another way to save some money in Thailand is to visit the free attractions. Whether it is the parks in Bangkok, walking around the old city in Chiang Mai, or relaxing on the many beautiful free beaches here, there are plenty of free things to do to keep you busy while saving some money. Again, we will leave a link to the best free things to do in Bangkok from our website in the description below. For more local travel, you could also rent a scooter. If you're comfortable riding a scooter or motorbike, renting one can be a cost-effective way to explore islands and rural areas. Daily rentals are cheap, but always wear a helmet and check local traffic laws to stay safe. Another great tip is to check the free breakfast options. It isn't just the 4- or 5-star hotels that offer free breakfast. Many of the hostels and budget hotels do the same. Choosing accommodation that includes meals saves you money and ensures a good start to the day without extra spending. Another great way to save some money is by shopping at the local markets. Instead of expensive malls, shop at the local markets for souvenirs, clothes and snacks. Chatuchak Market is one of the most popular options in Bangkok, offering great bargains, especially if you practice your haggling skills. When you are in Thailand, also make sure to pick up a local SIM card with data, with companies like TrueMove and AIS offering cheap roaming packages which can be much more affordable than international roaming. This can help you navigate, book transport and find deals online without relying on Wi-Fi spots. Next, take advantage of happy hours. Whether you're in one of the cities or in a beach destination like Phuket or Krabi, you will find plenty of happy hours to choose from. Most bars and restaurants will share their happy hours in the front of their restaurant, but you can also check deals in advance by checking out the bar's Facebook page. A great way to save some money is to choose the lesser known destinations. Popular islands like Phuket and Phi Phi tend to be expensive. Instead, visit lesser known places like Koh Lanta, Koh Chan, or inland destinations like Pai, where prices are lower. Next, we recommend you use Hungry Hub and Eat-to-Go for discounted restaurant meals. So Thailand is full of affordable local restaurants that you can enjoy a lovely meal in for cheap prices. But if you want to dine at restaurants without overspending, especially those in hotels or the buffet restaurants, you can use these apps to save significant money. They each work slightly differently. Eat-to-Go offers time-based discounts of up to 50% at popular restaurants, meaning you can dine during the off-peak hours to save more money. Hungry Hub, however, offers all-you-can-eat deals or discounted rates of set menus. So for example, you can go to a buffet at a 5-star hotel in Bangkok, which may normally cost around 2,000 baht per person, but using the app you can get it discounted to as little as 1,000. Using these apps can help you enjoy great meals at a fraction of the cost. And lastly, take advantage of the 7-Eleven food. This may sound ridiculous, but if you are traveling on a budget, you can get some really tasty meals, including Thai food from 7-Eleven, which can be a great way to save some money if you are on a tight budget. You will also find Western food here as well, but for example, a Thai meal with rice will cost you around $1.50, and a cheese toastie, which is one of our favorite options, will cost you under $1. So firstly, let's look at the best time to visit Phuket. So Phuket is warm all year round, but it does experience harsh rainy seasons. The best time to visit Phuket is from November to February, when it is cool and dry, which is why this time is high season. Monsoon season runs from May through to October. Avoid this season if you can, especially in July and August, when water conditions can be dangerous. As Thailand begins to open up, Phuket is the first destination that is offering entry for vaccinated tourists, making it an ideal location for those looking to travel to Asia this year. So now let's look at the typical costs in Phuket. So private rooms and dorm beds can be found from as little as 250 baht per night, whilst dorm beds can be found for around 300. Budget hotel rooms in Patong can be found for around 1,000 baht a night, whilst hotels at a similar standard in Qatar can be found from around 1,500. There are luxury resorts all over Phuket, and prices will vary depending on location. If you want a resort near a beach, expect to pay at least 2,500 baht a night. When it comes to food, Phuket is more expensive than most other areas in Thailand, with many Western meals costing upwards of 300 baht, with a nice 2-course meal and drinks costing around 900 baht at the least. You can, however, pick up lunch for 100 baht if you stick to street vendors and small local restaurants outside of those touristy areas, whilst a Thai meal at a sit-down restaurant will cost between 400 to 800 baht. So Phuket isn't the cheapest place in Thailand to visit, but there are ways to save some money. As we always say, eat local food. Street food in Phuket is super cheap and tasty, so don't be afraid to try it. If you aren't sure about eating food from a street vendor, then head to one of the local restaurants. You can also use the local markets to buy reasonably priced souvenirs, and make sure to book your accommodation in advance to get the best deals. Also use Grab, so if you do want to take a taxi, you could flag one and ask for the meter, but when in touristy areas, drivers can be quite resistant. Instead, order a Grab to help with communication and avoid being overcharged. So now let's talk about how to get to Phuket. So flights from most major airports fly to Phuket, often via Bangkok. When travelling from Bangkok to Phuket, flights can be found from 1,500 baht with budget airlines such as AirAsia. Alternatively, you can fly directly into Phuket from airports such as Dubai, London Heathrow, Istanbul and Paris, as well as plenty of destinations in Asia. The beaches of Phuket are around 45 minutes to an hour away from Phuket International Airport, with taxis available from the airport starting around 600 baht. You could opt for a shared minibus from the airport to save some money, but do be aware that these don't tend to leave until they are full. So now let's talk about how to get around Phuket. So walking is a popular option for many once you are in your chosen area of the island. However, Phuket is bigger than you would expect, so using tuk-tuks and taxis are popular ways to get around the island. There are also buses between Phuket City and the surrounding beaches, with fees starting as little as 15 baht. Longtail and speedboats can be hired for a pleasant trip around the island, whilst ferries and tour company boats are available for day trips to nearby islands. So now let's look at the best things to do in Phuket. So Phuket has some amazing things to see and do. Take a day trip out to see the James Bond Island before spending an afternoon exploring the cafes, restaurants and bars of old Phuket town. Beach hop between the many beaches and make sure to visit Phuket's Big Buddha. So let's start with the beaches, and there are plenty to visit. For relatively untouched, quiet beaches, head to Nai Han Beach, whilst the Mai Khao Beach is home to some fabulous luxury hotels. Patong Beach is where the lively nightlife can be found, whilst Kata Beach offers the best of both worlds. Then we have the Big Buddha. All over Thailand, you can find massive Buddhas towering over towns and cities, and Phuket isn't any different. Head to the Narkad Hills to get an impressive view of the 45-meter tall Buddha. You can also get a gorgeous view of the island once you have reached the top. Then we have Wat Chalong. This intricate and vibrant temple is a popular attraction and a must for those visiting Phuket, especially if this is your first time in Thailand. The Wat includes a grand pagoda and decorated Buddha images. Then you need to explore Phuket Old Town. Wander along the colourful shop houses and temples of Phuket Town. The Old Town is unlike anywhere else I have seen in Thailand so far and is perfect for a stroll and traditional Thai lunch. You should also try taking a cooking class. You can take cooking classes all over Thailand, but there is something wonderful about cooking and then relaxing in the sun and eating the food you have created. There are many cooking classes available. We will leave some of our favourite in the description below, and many include a market tour as well. If you are heading to Phuket with family, we recommend you head to the Splash Jungle Water Park. With slides, rides and a selection of different pools, there is plenty to do here and have a fun, busy day out. If you are staying at the Centara Grand West Sands Resort, you can experience the park for free, but tickets are available for those who aren't staying at the resort, and this makes for a great fun day out. Then we have Aquaria Phuket. If you love visiting aquariums, then Aquaria Phuket is a great way to spend the day. This is also the ideal attraction to do in the afternoon to beat the heat and get out of the sun. Then we have the Phuket Elephant Sanctuary. Opt out of the elephant rides around the country and instead visit this sanctuary. You can book a trip here directly on their website. We will leave the link in the description below, and enjoy meeting the elephants as they go about their daily life. Then we have Ban Tilanka. This upside down house is a great way to get out of the heat and have a laugh with your family. Take some creative pictures and good luck trying to escape the Chamber of Secrets. Then we have the Naka Weekend Market. This popular weekend market in Phuket town is a great place to spend an evening, selling all types of street food and Thai favourites. This is a great way to taste some of the local specialty dishes, plus you can pick up some souvenirs along with some quirky fashion choices as well. At the most southern point of Phuket is Promthep Cape. Head here in the late afternoon to witness an incredible sunset and an amazing view. There is also a popular restaurant nearby, perfect for those wanting to enjoy the views as the crowds and sun goes down. Another thing you could do is take a day trip. Now there are several day trips that you could take from Phuket. Kata Noi Beach is not too far and offers a wonderful viewpoint, whilst many head to the James Bond Island, which was featured in The Man with the Golden Gun movie. Try snorkeling or scuba diving around the Similan Islands, or try kayaking around the Phi Phi Islands. So firstly, let's look at the best time to visit. Bangkok is a great place to visit all year round, but there are some times that are better than others. November to February are the best months to visit because the weather is cooler and there is less chance of rain. April is the hottest month of the year, with temperatures reaching 38 degrees Celsius, so avoid at this time. April is also when rainy season starts, and this runs through to October. You can still visit Bangkok during this time, as rain doesn't last all day and there are plenty of indoor attractions to enjoy. But if you plan on pairing up a trip to Bangkok with one of the beautiful islands in Thailand, then perhaps plan to visit outside of the rainy season. So now let's look at getting there. Bangkok has 2 international airports connecting to cities across the world. You can find direct flights from many places in Europe, including London, Paris, Amsterdam and Munich, whilst those travelling from North America will have to fly via Europe or the Middle East. You can also take a train to Bangkok using the rail system in the country. A popular option is the overnight trains from northern Thailand, and tickets can be purchased on the One2Go Asia website for those looking to book in advance. We will leave the link in the description below. There are also trains available from Malaysia to Bangkok as well. If you are travelling on a budget, it is possible to get to Bangkok via bus from nearby countries like Cambodia, Vietnam, Malaysia and Singapore, as well as most cities and some towns in Thailand. So now let's look at getting around. Bangkok is a large city, so you will need to use a variety of methods to get around. The easiest option for those staying and sightseeing near the BTS SkyTrain line is using the BTS. These are great to use any time of the day and especially great during rush hour so you can avoid the traffic. There are 2 BTS lines, the Sukhumvit line and the Silom line, connecting you to many great areas and attractions in the city. The MRT subway train is also a great option that connects to the BTS lines at Silom, Sukhumvit and Chatuchak Park. Taxis are a great option if you are new to the city, but we recommend downloading and using the Grab app rather than flagging taxis. Some taxis will not always use the meter when picking up tourists, especially from tourist sites and attractions. You could choose to use the tuk-tuks to get around, but make sure to negotiate prices before getting in. You can also use the river boats, ideal for those staying along the river and wanting to see some of the beautiful sites located near the river, like the Grand Palace and some of the temples. Motorbike taxis are available in Bangkok and very popular with locals and visitors. These are quicker than the usual taxis, but make sure to wear a helmet and stick to using the motorbike taxis with orange uniforms. You can also book a motorbike taxi using the Grab app as well. So now let's look at typical prices. Bangkok can be enjoyed on any budget. Dorm beds in good locations begin at 500 baht, whilst a budget private room can be found from 800 baht. Mid-range rooms begin at 1,000, whilst luxury hotel rooms can be found from 5,000, but vary depending on the time of the year. Breakfast snacks can be found from 50, while street food snacks start at similar prices. Local meals can be found for under 100 baht when sticking to local restaurants in less touristy areas, whilst brunch and lunch options in more western cafes, especially those in the shopping malls, begin at around 250. Dinner in Bangkok varies hugely. Dishes at Thai restaurants start at around 200, whilst Western dishes can be found from 350. There are plenty of high-end restaurants and buffets in the city too, with set menus costing anywhere between 1,000 to 10,000 baht per person. Bangkok is a great place to visit for budget travellers as there are plenty of ways to save money. Firstly, avoid visiting during the national holidays like Songkran. Hotel prices shoot up during this time. Avoid staying in the touristy areas like Khao San Road. Hostels are cheap here, but better quality hotels and hostels can be found along Sukhumvit Road, and then you can use the BTS to get around with ease as well. Plus, food in the touristy areas is often less quality and priced higher than local restaurants elsewhere in the city. As we say with all destinations in Asia, stick to eating the local food to save money, and in Bangkok you can use the Eat-to-Go or Hungry Hub app to save money in sit-down restaurants and rooftop bars. For those on a tight budget, also take advantage of 7-Eleven. They have some great meals including local dishes, all for under 100 baht. When heading out for the evening, choose your bars carefully and browse the happy hours often listed on their Facebook pages. Book day trips in advance using Get Your Guide rather than the tours sold in hostels or hotels. We will leave the links in the description below. There is also a hop-on, hop-off bus that can be used to see the sights, ideal for those short on time. So now let's look at some of the best things to do in Bangkok. For those wanting to learn more about the history and culture of the city, head to the Grand Palace and the nearby temples Wat Arun and Wat Po. Head up to see Wat Saket, also referred to as the Golden Mount Temple, to see a stunning temple but also enjoy amazing views of the city. Then take a stroll through Lumpini Park looking out for Komodo dragons. Spend your evenings at one of the many rooftop bars or head to a Muay Thai fight. Enjoy some of the fun, unique snacks in Chinatown before taking a cooking class to learn more about the local dishes. Take in some shopping at one of the many malls. Icon Siam is arguably the most impressive, and then spend an evening at Asia Teak. Head out to a floating market or stay local and visit the popular Chatuchak weekend market. Families should check out the impressive Sea Life Aquarium or head out to the Dream World Bangkok theme park. Bangkok is full of night markets that you can enjoy. Patpong Night Market is located in the Red Light District and is the place to go for cheap goods and souvenirs, while the Train Market is a popular choice offering vintage finds and is a great place to meet friends and try some good local food. Chinatown is also a great place for food, as is Wang Lang Market. Victory Monument is an iconic landmark in the city which was completed in 1942. There are also plenty of museums to explore in Bangkok, with the National Museum of Bangkok being a great option for first-time visitors, while the Museum of Contemporary Art offers some fantastic exhibits. Mahanakhon Skywalk offers a 360-degree observation deck with an amazing skyline view, but we recommend booking tickets in advance to avoid disappointment. Enjoy a traditional Thai massage before heading to one of the many hotel restaurants or buffets for a luxurious meal. So the first thing you have to do if you are visiting Bangkok is to head to the Grand Palace. Home to the Emerald Buddha and gorgeously detailed architecture, the palace is a must-see for everyone. Head to the palace early and on a weekday to avoid busy crowds. Most tourist groups get here for around 10 AM, so get here before that if you can. Then we have Wat Po. Just behind the Grand Palace, you will find Wat Po housing the Leaning Buddha. A smaller temple, but definitely worth a visit to awe at the Golden Buddha and its giant yet detailed feet. Take your time to explore the whole complex and remember to wear clothes that cover your legs, shoulders and toes. However, shawls are available at the temple. Then we have Wat Arun, also known as the Temple of Dawn. This Wat is a famous landmark in Bangkok, situated on the Chao Phraya River. Wear comfortable shoes for the steep climb to the top and hold on to the rope. Admire the incredible detailing and texture of the temple itself and capture the view from the top. Then we have Lumpini Park. Bangkok can be a busy and crowded place, so find some time in your trip to take a relaxing stroll through this park. Check out the various statues and rent a paddle boat over the lake. Grab some food from the street vendors parked up outside the entrance and enjoy this little haven of greenery. Then we have Wat Saket. Wat Saket is a little further out from the city centre, but worth a visit for the view. Climb the 318 steps to the top and enjoy the incredible views from above. You can also admire the Buddhist temple and shrine once you are up there. Then we recommend you take a riverboat. If you are visiting on a budget, you can just use the local riverboats to get around, but if you have the time, we recommend you take a private boat tour that will take you through the Bangkok riverways. Not only do these tours whiz you by the famous landmarks of Bangkok, but they also take you through the klongs, giving you an authentic view of local life in Bangkok. The next thing you have to do in Bangkok is check out the markets. There are some amazing markets in Bangkok and some of the best in Asia are found here. The Chatuchak Weekend Market is a popular choice for many, selling a variety of household items across hundreds of stalls. Food stalls can also be found here, offering some unique and delicious food. The market is open Saturdays and Sundays from 9 AM till 6 PM and on Friday evenings from 6 PM till 12. You can also experience a bit more of a local life feel if you head to Wang Lang Market. This runs daily from 7 AM till 10 PM and Wang Lang is all about the food and the local snacks. Another thing to do in Bangkok is to take a Thai cooking class. There are plenty of options to choose from in Thailand and Bangkok have some amazing places. Most classes include a trip to a local food market to collect and learn about the ingredients. Then you go back to your cooking stations, prepare the food and cook different dishes and then eat and relax and enjoy lots of different flavors. We love the Silom Thai Cooking School. It is in a touristy hub, so it is great if you are coming to visit Bangkok, and most courses you will find in Bangkok will cost around 1,000 baht. Then we have the floating market. You can't leave Thailand without visiting at least one floating market, and there are plenty of them in Bangkok. We actually have a whole blog post about the best floating markets in and around Bangkok. We will leave the link in the description below, and it is over on thatbangkoklive.com. A popular thing to do for both locals and visitors is Thai boxing. You can pick up tickets directly from the stadium, and this is an experience like no other. So firstly, we have the temples. Bangkok is home to many stunning temples. Wat Arun is arguably the most iconic temple, standing tall along the riverfront, whilst Wat Po is known for its leaning Buddha. Wat Saket is another popular temple standing above the city, whilst Wat Trimit can be found in the heart of Chinatown. There are so many incredible temples to explore in Bangkok, but if you are short on time, you could take a day tour to see some of the best sites available in Bangkok. We will leave the link in the description below. Thailand is also known as the land of smiles because of the people here. The locals are warm and friendly, often going above and beyond to help you. After living here for 4 years now, we have found everyone to be kind and helpful, especially in restaurants and hotels. Beyond the temples, there are plenty of attractions in Bangkok, so you can have jam-packed sightseeing days if you choose to. For a historic site, visit the Grand Palace. For some peace and quiet, head to one of the many parks, and for something interesting, take a tour of the Jim Thompson House Museum. Families can enjoy the Sea Life Aquarium, Madame Tussauds or Safari World, and those interested in art should head to the Bangkok Art and Culture Centre or the Museum of Contemporary Art. There really is something for everyone. Then we have the food. Thailand has one of the most delicious cuisines in the world, and you can try it all and more in the city of Bangkok. From street vendors to food courts, local restaurants to Michelin star choices, you can find incredible Thai flavors on every road and soy. Not only can you enjoy the Thai cuisine here, but in Bangkok you can find dishes from all over the world, with the city offering plenty of Chinese, Indian, Mexican, Vietnamese, Japanese, European, Western and even South American restaurants. Another reason to visit Bangkok is for the nightlife. Yes, there are plenty of restaurants to enjoy in the evening, but you can also take a stroll through the night markets around the city or take in an amazing view from one of the many rooftop bars. There are local bars for you to enjoy a cheap beer in, Western bars for a fun atmosphere, and nightclubs for those wanting to dance the night away. Couples could take a romantic sunset cruise along the river, whilst families should head to Asiatique Riverfront for some shopping, snacking and rides. Another reason to visit Bangkok is for the accommodation options. No matter what your budget, there is an accommodation option for you. Southeast Asia is an affordable place to visit, and Bangkok has plenty of great hostels, budget hotel rooms and luxury hotels as well. Shop around for the best hotel and price for you, but we recommend staying along Sukhumvit Road as there are great hotel options and you usually can find a place close to a BTS stop. Another reason to visit Bangkok has to be the price. Compared to other major cities in the world, Bangkok is an incredibly affordable place to visit and spend extended periods of time in. You can find decently priced hotel rooms and use the BTS to get around, with journeys starting at just 16 baht, which is under 50 cents in USD. Street vendors offer snacks and meals for under 50. 7-Eleven has super cheap food for quick snacks and meals, whilst beers can be found for under 100 baht. Then we have the transport. The transport in Bangkok is another reason to visit, with plenty of options helping you get around to see the sights. Firstly, use the BTS or MRT. This is affordable, convenient, air-conditioned and frequent. Once you are in the neighbourhood of your chosen destination or restaurant, you can flag a taxi, take a tuk-tuk or book a Grab, an app that is similar to Uber. Bangkok has too many shopping malls to count, but the many options make the city a great place for shopping. Central World is one of our favourites, with plenty of local shops, Western brands and restaurants to choose from, whilst Icon Siam is a stunning mall along the riverfront and includes its very own indoor floating market. Terminal 21 is a popular mall because of its photo spots. Each floor is themed to a different country, and Emporium is the place to go for high-end brands. Then we have the markets. Whether you are looking for night markets, floating markets or food markets, Bangkok has it all. Chatuchak Market is the biggest and best market in Bangkok, with thousands of stores selling anything and everything. Wang Lang Market is a popular food market, and Klong Toi Market is a local fresh food market, whilst the Rot Phai Train Night Market has vintage products, stylish accessories and delicious food options. And then we have the massages. A Thai massage is incredible. It is an ancient practice which can reduce headaches, increase flexibility, calm your anxieties, decrease lower back and joint pains, and then energizes your body and mind. In Bangkok, you can find Thai spas on every street, literally. Plus, these can be found for as little as 300 baht, which is under $9. Then we have the day trips. Bangkok is a great place to explore, but there are also plenty of fun day trips that you can have away from the city. Whether it is the historic ancient city or visiting a floating market, there is plenty to see and do. Khao Yai National Park is a stunning place to explore, ideal for a day trip or weekend breaks away, and Kanchanaburi is a popular trip known for the bridge over the River Kwai. We have a full blog post about the best day trips from Bangkok over on our website, That Bangkok Life. We will leave the link in the description below. Then we have the festivals. Whether it is Songkran, Loi Krathong or New Year's, there are plenty of celebrations in the city of Bangkok. Get soaked during the Songkran festival, head to one of the many parks or to the riverfront during Loi Krathong, or head up to the Sky Bars for New Year's. You could visit Chinatown during Chinese New Year, and you can even find Christmas events during the winter in Bangkok too. The next reason to visit Bangkok is for Chinatown. With one of the biggest Chinatowns in the world, Chinatown is a fun neighborhood to explore whilst in the city. As a city known for its street food, you can find amazing Chinese street food in this neighborhood, with some even being recognized by the Michelin Guide. If you want to see the best of Chinatown, you could also take a guided tour with Get Your Guide. We will leave the link in the description below, but here you'll be able to sample some of the local flavors and see some of the best sites and temples in the area. Then finally, we have the quirky. So there are many reasons to visit Bangkok, but one thing that is often overlooked is the unusual, quirky and unique things to do in the city. Whether it is a unicorn cafe, tuk-tuk food tour or a forensic museum, there are some truly quirky things to see and do in the city. Head just outside of the city to see the unique giant dragon tower before heading to one of the many themed restaurants or cafes. One of our favourites is a Japanese restaurant with food delivered to you by a dancing robot. So firstly, we have the Bangkok Flower Market. There are so many flowers in one place here, and many Thais visit here to buy cheap plastic flowers or the real thing. You can walk around the market for free, and flowers are affordable too. For art lovers, you could also enjoy some gallery hopping for free as well. Bangkok is home to some awesome and free galleries, such as the Bangkok Art and Culture Centre, which sees different exhibitions throughout the year. Another free thing to do in Bangkok is to visit some of the temples. Whilst the more famous temples do cost a bit of money to visit, there are many temples around the city that are free to visit. We will leave our favourite free temples in the description below, but we also recommend visiting Wat Saket, which is just 50 baht and offers amazing views of the city as well. Then we have Lumpini Park in the centre of the city. This is perhaps Bangkok's most well-known park. It is massive and offers lots of flora and fauna in the area. There are also a lot of outdoor leisure activities for locals to take part in, including dancing, aerobics and yoga. There is a lake that you can rent a paddle boat on, and you can even sometimes find a classical orchestra playing on a Sunday afternoon. This is also a place where you can find some Komodo dragons slinking around the park as well. You could also visit the Irawan Shrine not far from Central World. This shrine is beautiful and worth visiting whilst in the city. You can also catch Thai dancers and music here during peak season and some weekends. Then we have Benchasiri Park. This park is a popular spot for joggers as it is a small, compact park with a great local vibe. Make sure to check out the food vendors at the entrance of the park or visit one of the many nearby cafes and restaurants in the area after a stroll. Next we have Asia Teak. Sat along the river, Asia Teak is a fun, family-friendly place to visit. Catch a free riverboat to the pier here and wander around the shops, food stalls and rides. Of course, you can pay to try some of the local food or try out the rides, go-karts or Ferris wheel if you wish, but admission to the pier itself is free and makes for a cheap, casual and romantic evening in Bangkok. Terminal 21 is another free place to visit in Bangkok. Yes, this is just a shopping mall, but every floor is themed to a different destination, giving you many photo opportunities, but also a really fun shopping experience. Obviously, the mall itself is free, but what isn't free is the food court on the top floor. We highly recommend checking out some of the food here. It is delicious and affordable. Not far from Terminal 21, Benchakitty Park is often compared to Lumpini, but is much quieter. There is a large lake in the centre of the park with plenty of walkways around, making it a great place to take a stroll or go cycling. And then we have the Butterfly Garden. Not far from Chatuchak Weekend Market is a beautiful, expansive park where you can find the Butterfly Garden. Full of 500 butterflies and species of insects, this is the perfect place to get a nice photograph and experience a different side to Bangkok, and this is completely free to visit. So firstly, let's look at the best time to visit. So the best time to visit Chiang Mai is between October to March. At this time, the weather is at its coolest and you can enjoy a light breeze in the winter months. April is the hottest month in Chiang Mai, whilst rainy season runs between June and the start of October. You could choose to visit Chiang Mai for one of the festivals celebrated in the city, with the Loi Krathong and Songkran festivals being the most popular. So now let's look at getting there. Although some Asian countries do offer direct flights to Chiang Mai, most visitors will visit the city via Bangkok. From Bangkok to Chiang Mai, the quickest option is to fly, with flights costing around 1,500 baht for return tickets when booked in advance. For a more scenic route, you could take an overnight train, whilst buses are available too, but take up to 12 hours. So now let's look at getting around Chiang Mai. So a lot of attractions here can be found in the old city, an area surrounded by water and an easy place to walk between. You will also see song taeus across the city. This is a local form of transportation that looks like a truck, and in Chiang Mai they are often red. Download the Grab app or use taxis to get to places further afield, and use the shuttle bus that gets you between the airport and the city centre. So now let's look at typical prices. Chiang Mai is a great place for budget travellers. You can stay in a fantastic hostel in a great location for as little as 440 baht a night, whilst private rooms start at around 1,000. Even mid-range and luxury hotels have great offers in the off-season, with 4- and 5-star hotel rooms starting at 2,500 baht. Street food can be found for under 100. Sit-down meals in local restaurants will cost you around 200 to 500 baht per person, and most bars offer beer for under 150. So Chiang Mai is an affordable place to stay, and there are plenty of ways that you can enjoy the city on a budget. Firstly, compare accommodation. Chiang Mai has plenty of hostels available, but if you plan on spending an extended period of time here, then check out the apartment rentals for more space and better prices than hotels. Eating the local food, whether it is street food or in a local restaurant, is always a great choice to save some money in Thailand, and take advantage of 7-Eleven for quick, easy meals on the go. Browse the discounted tour prices on Get Your Guide or Klook. We will leave some links in the description, but these sites are great for discounted entrance tickets or affordable day trips to the nearby national park or to Chiang Mai. When purchasing souvenirs, make sure to barter for the best prices, visit Chiang Mai in the low season, and take advantage of the happy hours or smaller local bars. So now let's look at the best things to do in Chiang Mai. So this city is home to many temples that you can explore, with the most popular all being found in the old city. Head out to the national park to see Doi Satep, or take a trek through the jungle. Explore the markets and make sure to try the famous northern dish khao soi. Spend a morning at the Grand Canyon and spend afternoons relaxing in one of the many cute and quirky cafes. Head to the night bazaar in the evenings or enjoy a cocktail from a rooftop bar. We have plenty of Thailand travel tips over on our website, That Bangkok Life. We will leave the link in the description below. Watch this video to find out how to plan a trip to Thailand. Then, to learn more about how to travel Thailand on a budget, watch this video. We hope you have an incredible time in Chiang Mai and stay creative.